welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving deep into generative AI. You know, the kind of AI that doesn't just analyze data but actually creates things.
Yeah.
You sent over a stack of articles and research about it, specifically focusing on AWS Bedrock.
Right.
Ready to see what this AI can do and how Bedrock makes it happen.
Let's get to it. The potential here is huge.
Okay, so first things first.
Yeah.
For someone who hasn't been living and breathing AI,
Right.
what is generative AI exactly?
Imagine an artist who studies thousands of paintings. Not to copy them, but to understand the styles, techniques, what makes a masterpiece work.
Yeah.
Then they use that knowledge to create their own unique artwork. That's essentially what generative AI does.
So it's learning the rules of the game, then using those rules to come up with something brand new.
Exactly. And the game can be anything.
Yeah.
Writing different kinds of text, composing music, generating images, even writing code.
Wow.
The models learn from massive data sets, then use that understanding to generate new content.
From what I've read, the things it can already do are pretty wild.
Yeah.
This source from Forbes talks about AI writing poems that could fool literary critics
It's amazing.
and scripts that are being picked up by studios.
It is remarkable how quickly it's advanced.
Yeah.
And the applications go beyond just creative writing.
Right.
The MIT Tech Review article you shared details how generative AI is being used to synthesize realistic images from simple sketches.
Real.
There are even platforms where you can input text descriptions and the AI generates corresponding videos.
That's insane. But then there's this other article from Nature that dives into something completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Using generative AI to design new drugs and materials. That's a far cry from writing a sonnet.
Right. And that's what's so compelling about this technology.
Yeah.
It has the potential to revolutionize multiple fields, not just the creative industries. Think about it. AI could be used to generate personalized treatment plans based on a patient's medical history, or even design new materials with specific properties for applications in aerospace or energy.
So how do we actually tap into all this power?
Great question.
That's where AWS Bedrock comes in, right?
Precisely.
Okay.
Think of Bedrock as your generative AI toolbox. It provides access to these incredibly powerful AI models called foundational models.
Okay.
And they're already pre-trained, so you don't have to start from scratch.
So it's like having a team of AI experts who've already done the heavy lifting of training these models on massive data sets.
That's a great way to put it. And the beauty of Bedrock is that it allows you to customize these models for your specific needs.
Real.
You can fine-tune them with your own data, making them even more accurate and relevant to your particular use case.
This article from VentureBeat talks about Bedrock's seamless integration with other AWS services,
Right?
like Amazon S3 for storage and Amazon SageMaker for machine learning. That seems like a huge advantage.
Absolutely. Bedrock isn't just about the AI models themselves. It's about providing a complete ecosystem for building, deploying, and scaling your AI applications.
Right.
And because it's integrated with AWS, you can leverage all of the cloud's capabilities for security, reliability, and scalability.
So it's not just about having the AI.
No.
It's about having the infrastructure and tools to actually make it work for you.
Exactly. And that's one of the key benefits of using a platform like Bedrock.
Yeah.
It takes care of the technical complexities so you can focus on the creative and innovative aspects of your project.
Now, we keep hearing about these foundational models.
Yeah.
What makes them so foundational?
Think of them as the building blocks of your AI applications.
Okay.
They've already been trained on vast amounts of data, giving them a broad understanding of things like language, code, images, or even music.
Wow.
And because they're so comprehensive, they can be adapted to a wide range of tasks.
So it's like having a multi-talented AI workforce at your disposal.
That's a great analogy. And the source material you shared highlights several types of foundational models.
Okay.
We've got text-to-text models like GPT-3,
Yeah.
which are known for their ability to generate creative text formats.
Right.
Then there are code generation models like Codex, which can actually write code based on your instructions.
That seems like it could be both amazing and terrifying for programmers.
It is for some.
Does this mean AI is coming for their jobs?
That's a question a lot of people are asking, not just in programming, but across many fields.
Good.
The truth is, we're still in the early stages of understanding the full impact of this technology.
Right.
But it's important to remember that AI is a tool.
Yeah.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
Okay, point taken. Back to these models.
Yeah.
The material also mentions multimodal models, which sounds pretty futuristic.
It is pretty cool.
What's that all about?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Multimodal models are trained on different types of data text, images, audio, and even video.
Oh, wow. Imagine an AI that can not only understand a written description of a scene, but also generate an image that matches that description.
Yeah.
Or an AI that can analyze both the lyrics and the melody of a song to understand its emotional tone.
So it's like AI is starting to understand the world in a more human-like way,
Exactly.
using multiple senses.
Precisely. And that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities for AI applications.
For sure.
Think about an AI that can analyze medical images, read a patient's medical history, and then generate a personalized treatment plan.
Wow.
Or an AI that can understand the nuances of human emotions based on facial expressions and voice tone.
That's both amazing and a little creepy.
I agree.
But I guess that's the nature of any groundbreaking technology.
Right.
It has the potential to be both incredibly beneficial and potentially problematic.
You said it.
So we've established that generative AI is powerful and has the potential to transform many aspects of our lives.
Yeah,
But how do we actually get started with building these incredible AI applications?
that's the big question. Is it something only expert programmers can do?
Not at all. That's one of the great things about AWS Bedrock.
Oh, good.
It's designed to make generative AI accessible to developers of all skill levels.
Okay.
In the next part of our deep dive, we'll walk through the process of building a development pipeline, choosing the right foundational model, and actually putting these models to work.
That sounds like a plan. We'll be back soon to explore the practical side of building with generative AI on AWS Bedrock. Welcome back to the deep dive. Last time we left off buzzing about the potential of generative AI and how AWS Bedrock makes it accessible.
Right.
Now, let's get our hands dirty.
Yeah.
How do we actually build these things?
It's like any complex project, you need a solid plan before you start laying bricks.
Okay.
The good news is the process for building a generative AI application can be broken down into manageable steps.
Okay, so walk me through it. What's the first thing someone needs to consider when they have this brilliant idea for a generative AI app?
Define your goals. It sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how often people get caught up in the excitement of AI and forget the basics.
Right.
Ask yourself, what specific problem am I trying to solve?
Yeah.
What do I want this application to do?
So it's not about just building something cool.
No.
It's about building something that has real-world value,
Exactly.
something that solves a problem or meets a need.
Right.
Okay.
And once you have a clear goal in mind,
Yeah.
you need to think about how you'll measure success.
Mm-hmm.
What are your metrics? How will you know if your application is actually achieving what you set out to do?
Makes sense. But you can't build a house without bricks.
Nope.
In this case, the bricks are data, right?
Exactly. Data is the fuel that powers generative AI.
Okay.
You need to carefully assess your data requirements.
Yeah.
What kind of data do you need?
Uh-huh.
How much data is enough?
Right.
And is the data clean and relevant to the task?
One of the articles you sent talked about data preparation,
Right.
like it's some kind of culinary art. What's involved in getting the data ready for AI?
Think of it as refining crude oil into gasoline.
Okay.
Raw data is often messy and needs to be cleaned, structured, and potentially even enriched before it can be used to train an AI model.
Mm-hmm.
This could involve removing duplicates, correcting errors, or even labeling data points to provide context for the AI.
So it's not just about having data.
No,
It's about having the right data prepared in the right way.
precisely. Once you have your goals defined and your data prepped, it's time to choose your AI Michelangelo, so to speak, from the Bedrock Model Hub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's where all those foundational models we talk about come in, right?
exactly.
GPT-3, Codex, all those rock stars.
All of them.
But with so many models to choose from,
Yeah,
making the right selection can be overwhelming.
it can be.
The key is to match the model's capabilities to your specific task and the type of data you're working with.
Exactly.
So if I'm building an app that writes marketing copy, I'd probably want a different model than if I'm building an app that generates music. Right?
Exactly. And Bedrock provides detailed information about each model,
Okay.
including performance benchmarks, use case examples, and even documentation and tutorials to help you get started.
Okay, so you've chosen your model, you've integrated it into your application.
Right?
One of the terms that keeps popping up in these articles is fine-tuning.
Yeah.
What does that mean and why is it important?
Think of it as taking a talented athlete and giving them specialized coaching for a specific sport.
Okay.
Foundational models are powerful, but they're trained on general data. Fine-tuning allows you to adapt the model to your particular application and data, making it even more accurate and effective.
So if I'm building an AI app for writing legal documents, I want to fine-tune the model on a data set of legal texts to make sure it understands the nuances of legal language.
Exactly. And AWS Bedrock utilizes a technique called Low-Rank Adaptation, or LoRA, for fine-tuning. It's a very efficient technique that achieves great results with less data and processing power compared to traditional methods.
That's a win for developers,
Yeah,
especially those working with limited resources.
for sure.
Okay, so we've got the plan, the data, the model, and it's all fine-tuned.
Right.
What's next in the development pipeline?
Now it's time to actually build the application.
Okay.
This is where you'll design the user interface, implement the core functionalities,
Right.
and integrate with other AWS services to create a seamless and robust application.
Let's start with the user interface, the UI.
Okay.
This is what users will interact with, so it's
Right.
got to be user-friendly.
Yeah.
Especially for people who might not be AI experts.
Right. And understanding your target audience is key.
Yeah.
Who are they? What are their technical skills? And what are their needs and expectations?
Okay.
A UI designed for a data scientist will look very different from one designed for a marketing manager or a student.
Makes sense. You need to meet users where they are, technologically speaking.
Exactly. You also need to clearly communicate the purpose and functionalities of the application.
Right.
What can users do with this tool? How does it work? How do they input information? How is the output presented?
And don't forget about feedback mechanisms, right?
Right.
Users should be able to provide input and report issues if they encounter them.
Absolutely. It's about making the application a two-way street, a conversation between the user and the AI.
Okay, UI is sorted.
Okay.
Now let's talk about those core functionalities.
Right.
This is where you bring the AI to life, right?
Exactly.
It starts with handling the prompt input.
Okay.
How will users tell the AI what they want it to generate?
Yeah, it's like giving the AI a creative brief.
And what about data input? If the application requires users to upload text, code, or other data, how is that managed?
Right.
And if your application uses multiple foundational models,
Yeah.
you might want to give users the option to choose the one that best suits their needs.
Exactly.
So it's about giving users flexibility and control over how they interact with the AI.
Precisely. Then comes the exciting part.
Oh.
Model execution. This is where you trigger the AI model to do its magic,
Okay.
using the provided prompts and data.
Right.
And finally, you need to present the generated output to the user in a clear and user-friendly way.
And let's not forget about error handling.
Oh, of course.
No system is perfect.
No.
So how does the application deal with unexpected issues?
Right. You need to anticipate potential errors and build in mechanisms to handle them gracefully so the user doesn't just get a cryptic error message.
Now, we can't talk about building AI applications without talking about all those AWS services that can help developers build faster and better.
For sure.
Bedrock plays nicely with a whole suite of tools, right?
Absolutely. The source material dives into several key services that can supercharge your AI application.
Okay.
Amazon S3, for example, can be used to store all sorts of data, your training data sets, the pre-trained models themselves, and the output generated by the AI.
So it's like your AI's personal cloud storage locker.
Exactly. Then there's Amazon SageMaker, which is a powerful platform for building, training, and deploying machine learning models.
Okay.
If you're dealing with more complex AI scenarios,
Yeah.
SageMaker can help you manage the entire machine learning workflow.
So it's like having a team of machine learning engineers working behind the scenes to support your project.
That's a great way to think about it. And for monitoring your application's performance and health, there's Amazon CloudWatch.
What?
It provides real-time insights into how your application is running and can alert you to any potential issues.
So it's like having a dashboard for your AI,
Yeah,
making sure everything's running smoothly.
precisely.
Okay.
And for delivering your application's content to users quickly and reliably, no matter where they are in the world,
Right.
you can use Amazon CloudFront.
Uh-huh.
It's a global content delivery network that can significantly improve the user experience, especially if your application involves large files or heavy processing.
It's about making sure your AI application is accessible to everyone globally.
Right. And for handling user authentication and managing access to different parts of your application, there's Amazon Cognito.
Okay.
It simplifies the process of building secure user logins and protecting sensitive data.
So it's about keeping your AI application secure and respecting user privacy. Now, with all this talk about AI and data, we can't ignore the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
Security.
of course.
This report from Gartner emphasizes that security should be a top priority when building any application.
Yeah.
but especially when dealing with AI and potentially sensitive data.
Absolutely. And the source material provides a comprehensive overview of data security best practices, covering everything from basic hygiene to advanced threat detection techniques.
Let's start with the basics. What are some fundamental steps developers should take to secure their AI applications?
The first principle is data minimization.
Okay.
Only collect the data you absolutely need for your application.
Right.
Don't hoard data just because you can. And then there's encryption. Encrypting data both in transit and at rest is essential to protect it from unauthorized access.
Like putting your data in a vault.
Exactly. And you need to control who has access to your data.
Right.
Implement strong authentication mechanisms and role-based access control to ensure that only authorized individuals can view or modify sensitive information.
So it's not just about building walls around your data.
Nope.
It's about having a strong security system with checks and balances.
Absolutely. Regular security audits are essential to identify and address any vulnerabilities in your system. It's about being proactive, not reactive, when it comes to security.
Now let's talk about keeping user accounts safe.
Yeah.
In this age of data breaches, it seems like every week we hear about another company getting hacked.
It's scary.
What steps can developers take to protect user credentials?
First and foremost, encourage users to create strong, unique passwords.
Right.
And never store passwords in plain text. Use industry-standard hashing algorithms to protect passwords, even if your database is compromised.
Hashing, that's like turning a password into a secret code that's impossible to decipher.
Exactly. And make sure users update their passwords regularly,
Yep.
ideally every few months.
Got it.
Multi-factor authentication is also a must. Adding an extra layer of security, like a one-time code sent to the user's phone or email, can significantly enhance account protection.
So it's not just about the password itself.
Right.
It's about having multiple layers of verification.
Exactly.
Now let's face it, even with the best defenses, breaches can still happen.
It's true.
What steps can developers take to prepare for and respond to a data breach?
The first step is prevention.
Okay.
Implement robust input validation and sanitization techniques to prevent common attacks like SQL injection and cross-site scripting.
Right.
These attacks exploit vulnerabilities in your application's code to gain unauthorized access to your data.
So it's about building a strong defense against hackers.
Exactly. And keeping your software up to date is crucial to patch any known security vulnerabilities. It's like keeping your AI's immune system strong.
But even with the best defenses, breaches can still happen.
Yes.
That's why you need a plan for incident response.
Right.
What does that involve?
It involves identifying the scope of the breach,
Uh.
containing the damage, notifying affected users, and reporting the incident to relevant authorities.
So it's about having a clear protocol in place so you can act swiftly and decisively in case of a breach.
Exactly. And regular data backups are essential so you can restore your systems if necessary.
Right.
It's like having an insurance policy for your data.
Okay, so we've covered the basics of security. But beyond protecting data from hackers, we also need to think about user privacy.
Right.
This white paper from the Future of Privacy Forum talks about the importance of building privacy-respecting AI applications.
Yes, a very important topic.
What are some of the key principles developers should keep in mind?
First and foremost, transparency.
Okay.
Be upfront with users about what data you collect and how you use it.
Right.
Don't hide behind vague privacy policies.
It's about being honest and open with users about how your data is handled.
Exactly, and give users control over their data.
Okay.
Allow them to access, modify, or delete their data at any time. It's about empowering users to make informed decisions about their data.
And whenever possible,
Yeah,
anonymize or pseudonymize data to protect user identities.
right. So even if your database is compromised, it's difficult to link the data back to individual users.
Okay, we've covered security and privacy.
Right.
Now let's talk about testing and deployment.
Okay.
This is where you put your AI masterpiece to the test, right?
Yeah.
What does the testing process involve?
There are different types of testing. Unit testing involves testing individual components of your application in isolation to make sure they're working correctly.
Okay.
Integration testing involves testing how all the different parts work together as a whole.
Right.
And user acceptance testing involves getting feedback from real users to make sure the application meets their needs and expectations.
It's about making sure your AI is not just technically sound, but also user-friendly and solves a real problem for real people.
Exactly. And once your application has been thoroughly tested, you can deploy it to the AWS cloud using services like AWS Elastic Beanstalk or AWS Fargate.
Okay.
These services make it easy to deploy and manage your application, scaling your resources up or down as needed.
So it's like launching your AI spaceship into the cloud,
Yeah,
where it can reach a wide audience and make
Yeah.
a real impact.
exactly. But as we move into more advanced techniques and considerations, things get even more interesting.
Oh,
The source material you provided dives into some fascinating topics, like enhancing AI with external knowledge, making AI smarter with multimodal reasoning, and managing the cost of these complex systems.
okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Let's start with enhancing AI with external knowledge. What does that even mean?
It's about giving your AI access to information beyond what it's been trained on.
Okay.
This is where a technique called retrieval augmented generation, or RA, comes in.
RA.
Yeah.
It sounds like something out of a pirate movie.
I guess it does. What's so special about RAG?
Yeah, what is so special about it?
Imagine you're writing an essay.
Oh.
Instead of just relying on what you already know,
Yeah.
you can do research,
Right.
read books, consult online sources.
Okay.
RAG does something similar for AI.
So it's like giving your AI access to a library or the internet.
Exactly. And this can significantly improve the quality of the AI's output, making it more accurate, coherent, and grounded in real-world information.
So it's not just about the AI being creative.
Right.
It's about it being informed and knowledgeable as well.
Absolutely. And while AWS Bedrock doesn't directly support ARG yet,
Oh.
there are ways to implement it in your applications.
Okay.
It's a bit more advanced, but the benefits are worth it.
Now let's talk about making AI smarter with multimodal reasoning.
Okay.
That sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
It's about teaching AI to understand and use information from different sources.
Okay.
Not just text, but also images, code, audio, even video.
So it's about AI understanding the world in a more human-like way, using multiple senses.
Exactly. Because in the real world,
Right.
we rarely rely on just one sense to make decisions or solve problems.
Right. We use all our senses to make sense of the world. So how does this apply to AI?
Multimodal reasoning allows AI to process and integrate information from different modalities, leading to more accurate, relevant, and natural results.
Can you give us an example?
Imagine an AI system that can analyze a medical image,
Okay.
read the patient's medical history,
Uh-huh.
and then provide a diagnosis or treatment recommendation. That's multimodal reasoning in action.
Wow, that's powerful. And this is something that AWS Bedrock might support in the future.
Absolutely. While Bedrock is currently focused on text-based AI, the future is definitely multimodal.
Okay, so we've got AI that can access external knowledge and reason across different modalities.
Right.
What about keeping all this data safe and secure?
That's paramount. The source material provides a comprehensive overview of data security best practices, covering everything from basic security measures to protecting user privacy.
Let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What are some fundamental steps developers should take to secure their AI applications?
The first principle is data minimization.
Okay.
Only collect the data you absolutely need for your application.
Right.
Don't hoard data just because you can.
Yeah.
And then there's encryption.
Okay.
Encrypting data both in transit and at rest is essential to protect it from unauthorized access.
It's like putting your data in a vault.
Exactly. And you need to control who has access to your data.
Okay.
Implement strong authentication mechanisms and role-based access control to ensure that only authorized individuals can view or modify sensitive information.
So it's not just about building walls around your data.
Right.
It's also about having a strong security system with checks and balances.
Absolutely. Regular security audits are essential to identify and address any vulnerabilities in your system.
Yeah.
It's about being proactive, not reactive when it comes to security.
Now, let's talk about keeping user accounts safe.
Okay.
In the age of data breaches, it's more important than ever to protect user credentials.
Right.
What are some best practices for user account security?
First and foremost, encourage users to create strong, unique passwords.
Great.
No more password 123. And never store passwords in plain text. Use industry-standard hashing algorithms to protect passwords.
Hashing, that's like turning a password into a secret code that's impossible to decipher.
Exactly. And make sure users update their passwords regularly, ideally every few months. And multi-factor authentication is also a must.
Okay.
Adding an extra layer of security, like a one-time code sent to the user's phone or email, can significantly enhance account protection.
So it's not just about the password itself.
No.
It's about having multiple layers of verification.
Right.
Now, let's talk about dealing with data breaches.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, no system is 100% invulnerable.
That's
What steps can developers take to prepare for and respond to a data breach?
The first step is prevention.
Okay.
Implement robust input validation and sanitization techniques to prevent common attacks like SQL injection and cross-site scripting.
So it's about building a strong defense against hackers.
Exactly. And keeping your software up to date is crucial to patch any known security vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
It's like keeping your AI's immune system strong. But even with the best defenses, breaches can still happen.
Right.
That's why you need a plan for incident response.
What does that involve?
It involves identifying the scope of the breach, containing the damage, notifying affected users, and reporting the incident to relevant authorities.
So it's about having a clear protocol in place so you can act swiftly and decisively in case of a breach.
Exactly. And regular data backups are essential so you can restore your systems if necessary. It's like having an insurance policy for your data. Now, beyond security, we also need to talk about user privacy. The source material highlights some key principles for building privacy-respecting AI applications.
What are some of the things developers should keep in mind?
First and foremost, transparency. Be upfront with users about what data you collect and how you use it.
Okay.
Don't hide behind vague privacy policies.
It's about being honest and open with users about how their data is handled.
Exactly. And give users control over their data.
Yeah.
Allow them to access, modify, or delete their data at any time.
It's about empowering users to make informed decisions about their data.
Exactly.
And whenever possible, anonymize or pseudonymize data to protect user identities.
Right. So it's about making it difficult, if not impossible, to link data back to individual users.
Exactly.
Now let's shift gears and talk about managing costs.
Okay.
Building and running AI applications.
Yeah,
Especially those using generative AI can be expensive.
I bet.
But the source material provides some tips on how to keep costs under control.
I imagine all this computing power doesn't come cheap. So what are some strategies for managing costs?
This is where the cloud comes in.
Okay.
AWS offers a pay-as-you-go pricing model,
Yeah.
which means you only pay for the resources you actually use.
So it's like renting a powerful computer instead of buying one outright.
Exactly. And AWS provides tools to help you track your spending and optimize your resource utilization.
So it's about being smart and efficient with your resources.
Right.
Now let's dive into the fascinating world of real-world generative AI use cases. The source material is packed with case studies that showcase how generative AI is already transforming industries, from retail to healthcare to manufacturing.
It's pretty remarkable.
I'm ready for some real-world inspiration. Tell me how AI is changing the game in different industries.
Let's start with retail.
Okay, I love shopping.
Yeah.
Tell me how AI is changing the retail game.
Imagine a world where your shopping experience is completely personalized.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Generative AI can analyze your browsing history,
Okay.
past purchases,
Uh-huh.
even your demographic data, to recommend products you'll actually love.
It's like having a personal shopper who knows your style and preferences better than you do.
Exactly. And think about the impact on sales.
Yeah.
By recommending products that customers are more likely to buy,
Right.
retailers can increase conversion rates and boost revenue.
It's a win-win for both the retailer and the customer.
Exactly.
And it's not just about product recommendations.
Right.
Generative AI can create dynamic content that keeps the online shopping experience fresh and engaging.
That's right.
So no more boring, static websites. AI can personalize the entire shopping journey, making it more relevant and enjoyable for each customer.
Absolutely. And imagine using AI for predictive analytics to reduce cart abandonment.
What's that?
By understanding customer behavior patterns, AI can identify shoppers who are about to leave without making a purchase and then intervene with personalized offers or reminders.
It's like having a mind-reading salesperson who knows exactly what to say to close the deal.
Exactly. Now let's move on to healthcare.
Oh, this is a fascinating area. Tell me how AI is revolutionizing patient care.
Imagine a world where AI analyzes your entire medical history,
Okay.
your genetic makeup,
Wow.
your lifestyle choices,
Okay.
and then generates a personalized treatment plan that's tailored specifically to you.
It's like having a team of doctors who are dedicated to your well-being 24/7.
And the potential for improving patient outcomes is immense.
I bet.
We're talking about earlier diagnoses,
Yeah.
more effective treatments,
Wow.
and potentially even cures for diseases that are currently incurable.
It's about using AI to make healthcare more proactive, personalized, and precise.
Exactly. Now let's talk about finance.
Finance. That doesn't sound very creative.
You'd be surprised. Generative AI is being used in a variety of ways to make financial services more efficient,
Okay.
secure, and
Yeah.
even profitable.
Okay, give me some examples.
Well, we already talked about fraud detection.
Yeah.
AI can analyze millions of transactions in real time,
Right.
identifying suspicious activity and preventing financial losses.
It's like having an AI security guard for your bank account.
Exactly. But AI can also be used for risk management, investment analysis,
Wow.
and even personalized financial advice.
So it's about using AI to make smarter, faster decisions in the complex world of finance.
Absolutely. Now, let's shift gears and talk about manufacturing.
Manufacturing, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Generative AI is revolutionizing the manufacturing industry by enabling predictive maintenance,
Oh?
optimizing production processes,
Wow.
and even designing new products.
Okay, tell me more about predictive maintenance.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool.
Imagine sensors embedded in machinery collecting data about temperature, vibration, pressure, and other key metrics. Generative AI can analyze this data in real time and predict when a machine is likely to fail.
So it's like having an AI mechanic who can tell you when your car needs a tune-up before it breaks down.
Exactly. And this can save manufacturers millions of dollars in downtime and repair costs.
It's about making manufacturing more efficient, reliable, and cost-effective.
Now let's talk about agriculture.
Agriculture. I wouldn't have thought AI had a place on the farm.
You'd be surprised. Generative AI is being used to create smart farming solutions that optimize crop yields,
Okay.
reduce waste,
Right?
and make agriculture more sustainable.
Okay, tell me more about smart farming.
Imagine sensors placed throughout a farm,
Okay.
collecting data about soil conditions, weather patterns, and crop health.
Oh.
Generative AI can analyze this data and provide farmers with real-time insights and recommendations.
So it's like having an AI farmhand who can tell you when to plant, when to water, and when to harvest your crops.
Exactly. And this can help farmers make better decisions,
Yeah.
improve efficiency, and reduce their environmental impact.
It's about using AI to make farming more data-driven, precise, and sustainable.
Exactly. Now, let's move on to transportation.
Transportation. I'm thinking self-driving cars.
Self-driving cars are definitely a part of it, but generative AI is also being used to optimize fleet management, improve logistics, and enhance traffic flow.
Okay, tell me more about fleet management.
Imagine a trucking company with hundreds of vehicles on the road.
Okay.
Generative AI can analyze data from GPS trackers, traffic reports, and weather forecasts to create the most efficient routes,
Right.
minimizing fuel consumption and delivery times.
It's like having an AI logistics expert who can plan the perfect route for every truck.
Exactly. And this can save companies millions of dollars in fuel costs and improve customer satisfaction.
Now let's talk about education. How can AI personalize learning?
Imagine an AI system that can analyze a student's learning style,
Okay.
strengths, weaknesses,
Uh-huh.
and then create a customized learning path that's tailored to their individual needs.
It's like having an AI tutor who can help each student learn at their own pace and in their own way.
Exactly. And this can help students achieve better academic outcomes and develop a lifelong love of learning.
It's about using AI to make education more engaging, effective, and personalized.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about real estate.
Real estate. I'm thinking AI-powered house hunting apps.
That's definitely a part of it, but generative AI can also be used for property valuation,
Okay.
market analysis, and investment forecasting.
Okay, tell me more about property valuation.
Imagine an AI system that can analyze vast amounts of data about property sales, market trends, and economic indicators to generate accurate and up-to-date property valuations.
It's like having an AI real estate appraiser who can tell you exactly what a property is worth.
Exactly. And this can help buyers and sellers make more informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes.
It's about using AI to make the real estate market more transparent, efficient, and data-driven.
Exactly. And finally, let's talk about media and entertainment.
Media and entertainment, that sounds like fun.
Generative AI is revolutionizing the media and entertainment industry by automating content creation,
Okay.
personalizing recommendations,
Yeah.
enhancing audience engagement.
Okay, tell me more about content creation.
Imagine an AI system that can analyze audience preferences,
Right.
current trends,
Uh-huh.
and even generate original scripts, articles, and even music.
So it's like having an AI creative director who can come up with new ideas and produce content tailored to specific audiences.
Exactly. And this can help media companies create more engaging content,
Correct.
reach wider audiences,
Right.
and stay ahead of the competition.
It's about. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've journeyed through the what and the how of generative AI, even peeked into some of its real-world magic thanks to AWS Bedrock.
It's been quite a journey.
Now for the big picture, what does all this mean for the future?
That's where things get really thought-provoking.
Yeah.
The potential of generative AI is huge, but we need to navigate it thoughtfully,
Right.
especially when it comes to broader implications.
One thing that's been on my mind, and it's mentioned a lot in these materials, is the impact on jobs.
Yeah.
If AI can write code, create marketing materials, even compose music,
Right.
what happens to the people who do those jobs now?
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
This McKinsey report predicts significant automation across various sectors.
Yeah.
But history shows us that technological disruptions often lead to new types of jobs emerging.
So it's not necessarily about jobs disappearing, but rather about jobs evolving.
Exactly. Take the printing press.
Okay.
It displaced scribes, but created new opportunities in printing, publishing, and distribution.
Right.
Similarly, as AI automates certain tasks, we might see a surge in demand for roles related to AI development, training, maintenance, and ethical oversight.
So rather than fearing AI, maybe we should focus on adapting and acquiring new skills that complement AI's capabilities.
Exactly.
It's about embracing lifelong learning and being adaptable to a changing job market.
Right.
Another concern that keeps popping up,
Yeah.
it's even mentioned in this Wired article, is the potential for misuse of generative AI.
Of course.
If AI can create hyper-realistic content, what's to stop someone from using it to spread misinformation or create deepfakes that could damage reputations or even incite violence?
It's a real risk that we need to address proactively.
Right.
This is where responsible AI development comes in.
Okay.
We need to build safeguards into these systems, not just technical safeguards, but also ethical and societal safeguards.
What'd that look like?
It could involve watermarking AI-generated content to make it identifiable,
Okay.
developing robust detection mechanisms for deepfakes,
Right.
and establishing ethical guidelines for the use of generative AI.
So it's about anticipating potential risks and putting measures in place to mitigate them.
Exactly.
It sounds like a complex challenge.
It is.
Yeah.
But we can't just bury our heads in the sand and ignore the potential downsides.
Right.
This technology is evolving rapidly,
Yeah.
and we need to have these conversations now to ensure that it's used for good.
Okay, so we've talked about some of the potential challenges,
Mhm.
but let's flip the script and talk about the incredible opportunities that generative AI presents.
Okay.
What are some of the ways this technology could be used to solve big problems and improve our lives?
The possibilities are almost limitless.
Wow.
This World Economic Forum report highlights several areas where generative AI could have a transformative impact.
Okay.
In healthcare,
Yeah.
it could accelerate drug discovery, personalized treatment plans, and even enable remote diagnosis and monitoring of patients.
That sounds incredible, especially for people in remote areas who don't have easy access to healthcare.
Exactly. In education,
Uh-huh.
generative AI could personalize learning experiences,
Yep.
provide real-time feedback to students,
Right.
and even create interactive simulations to enhance learning.
So it's about tailoring education to each individual's needs and making learning more engaging and effective.
Right.
And in the fight against climate change,
Yeah.
generative AI could be used to optimize energy consumption,
Right.
design more sustainable materials,
Mm-hmm.
and even develop strategies for carbon capture and storage. So it's not just about improving our lives on an individual level, it's about using AI to address global challenges and create a more sustainable future for everyone.
Exactly.
The potential of generative AI is vast and spans multiple sectors, from art and music to science and medicine, from education and finance to manufacturing and agriculture.
Right.
This technology has the potential to revolutionize almost every aspect of our lives.
It really does.
It's a bit overwhelming to think about, to be honest,
It can be.
but also incredibly exciting.
It is. We're standing at the cusp of a new era,
Yeah.
and it's up to us to shape the future of AI in a way that benefits humanity.
Well, I think that's a perfect note to end on.
I agree.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of generative AI and AWS Bedrock.
It's been my pleasure.
And to our listeners, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep. Who knows what incredible discoveries await us in this brave new world of AI.